Oh, wow, we're live. Grand Rock. High Learning Network TV show. Viewers, we're going live in 1 minute. Oh, can you hear? Oh, echo.
On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to extend a greeting to all the members of our family, whenever and wherever you're listening around the world. To our family in China, in India, Namaste, in Japan, in Korea, in Russia.
Good morning, George Peace. Thank Short. Thank you for joining us. I forgot to get my mic open. Remote? Okay, let him know he doesn't come on until 7:30. All right. Okay. All right.
That's www.nailhis.com.
Grand Rising. And thank you for joining us today on The Female Solution. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness, Higher Learning with Zelda Speaks. Here just to start your week off with the Mindfulness Stress Relief Session. How was your weekend? How was your Mother's Day weekend? Well, happy Mother's Day week for those who did it yesterday and those who will celebrate the rest of the week. A special hello to my Markham family. The mighty men of Markham roller rink yesterday, they set it out all the way. They fed the women of the Markham roller rink, and there was so much food. We ate a plate and took a plate home. Now, you know, that's a whole lot of food. So special kudos to the mighty men of Markham and the Markham roller rink. And today's topic is the hybrid octopus tax system. And our guest today is Anthony Travis. And if you can if you can tell me the topic for today and our guest, you can win a pair of tickets to the Sisterhood Expo. And I'll tell you a little bit about that later. But first, if you're listening online, you'd like to join the conversation this morning, we're on Zelda Speaks Live on Facebook and also on the Twitter and Instagram at Zelda Speaks too. On our Higher Learning Network TV show page, it is the on YouTube, Higher Learning Network TV show channel. That's a lot, right? Oh, well. It just encourages us to use the rest of the billions of other sales, trillions probably sales that we're not using, because everything in this society is abbreviated. They don't want you to think. They want you to be mindless. Well, that's the whole point of this show, is to be mindful. So if you'd like to join the conversation today, 515-605-9325. Remember to press 1 to speak. Because if you don't press 1, I can't see your little number 1 on the switchboard. Then I don't know you want to talk. And I don't open your mic, so you can't talk. So you got to press 1. If you are headed out today, it is nice and sunny. But the sun can be deceiving because it is not a summer day in Chicago. It's high expected today of only 58 degrees. That is not summer. Back in the day, we were having that conversation this morning, my husband Tony and I, about how back in May when we were kids, we didn't need sweaters, you didn't need jackets, you need none of that. And now you need all of that because it's cold outside. It was cold yesterday for Mother's Day. It might have got warm a little bit, but it was cold. And, you know, when we were kids, summer was here May, sometime the end of April. Now it's July, August. So I think Mother Nature, and you know it too, Mother Nature is striking back. She is tired of the way that man is handling this universe, and she is striking back. I'm listening to the news this morning to get the weather, and they said there was a deer somewhere. Let me go to I'll tell you about it in my traffic report. Oh, it says steers reported on Route 59. And I'm saying steer. Isn't a steer, is that a bull? Steers reported on Route 59. That's because they're going into the forest, the woods, and cutting down all of the forestry, and the animals have nowhere to live. So what do? They come into the city and scare the hell out of us. You know, you ride across the down the street, and all of a sudden a bull or a deer comes out in the lane, and it's like, oh my God, you gotta stop. You gotta stop, because if you hit them, you might go through the windshield. But Mother Nature is not happy. Anyway, if you're headed out and about this morning, going to work, school, wherever, your job, keep in mind, keep a jacket. It's Chicago. What can I say? Today's traffic and weather is sponsored by Karen Kelly of itex.com. That's ITEX.com. Stop paying cash for your business and personal needs. You can barter, use barter dollars. They are recognized by the IRS. And for businesses or entrepreneurs that join, you can get a $100 bonus for joining online. You don't get $100 cash, but you get $100 in your account just to start it. But you must use the promo code ZELDA, Z-E-L-D-A. And there are no delays on Metro or CTA as of yet this morning, but right now it is a hot mess on the expressway. I hope you are riding your bike to wherever you're going, because it's just congestion. Monday morning madness. As we take a look at the Kennedy, it is over an hour inbound, 30 minutes on the reverse. As we take a look at the Edens, 36 minutes inbound. On the outbound, it is jammed at Lawrence Avenue. As we take look at the Eisenhower, that's a whole nother story. It is 55 minutes due to lane reconfiguration at Ashland. You can expect delays moving into the Kennedy, the Ryan, and the Ida B. Wells Expressway. On the Dan Ryan, it is 20 minutes in. On the Bishop Ford, 20. And on the Stevenson, it is 33. And Lakeshore Drive, your usual delays, pockets at Irving Park, it's 18 minutes inbound and 15 minutes on the reverse. And do keep in mind that this traffic and weather is sponsored by Karen Kelly of itex.com. Stop paying cash for your business and personal needs. Use barter dollars instead. We bought a van, camera equipment, took some trips to Vegas, Miami, about to go on a cruise. So I'd say check out itex.com, because they got travel too. We had saw a trip to the U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, Florida. They got lots of trips to Vegas, but just lots of good stuff. It's like, why is this not known? How come I didn't know this before? Because you didn't listen to the Female Solution. That's why. You got to listen to the Female Solution. Weekdays, Monday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Okay? And just remember, you got to use that promo code ZELDA, Z-E-L-D-A. And if you need extra income, you can go to zeldaspeaks.com, learn how to make money on Amazon. That is one of the things that we are working with our TV show, the Higher Learning Network TV show, in which I am a producer for. And it is my responsibility to increase the media exposure for the TV show. So that's what I do. And I also recommended to our executive director, Mrs. Peterson, that you might want to do Amazon fundraising for for-profits and nonprofits. And it can be done. And you'll be happy you joined. So go to zeldaspeaks.com, click on training on Amazon training. You'll see that information there. Also, remember to set those DVRs for the Higher Learning Network TV show, Tuesdays at 6, Wednesdays at 1 on Channel 19. And 24/7 on the World Wide Web, higherlearningnetwork.org. And if you are looking to make money in the area of health, go to diabeticdonut.com. If you want to make money or help those who have diabetes, many of you know that's how I wrote my last book. It was Diary of a Mad Ex-Diabetic, because Tyler Perry was my friend and in my head. And I wanted to be original, so I changed it to Diabetic Donut. And I'll tell you all about that at another time. Right now, I want you to focus on the show. But just go to diabeticdonut.com. Right now, it's time for your spiritual reading. And I will be reading from my first volume, Inspirational Conversations, Volume 1. See, there's a Volume 1 and there's a Volume 2. And I usually read from 2, but right now I'm reading from 1. And I am reading from Mother's Day. And it says Mother's Day, May 12th. Last year, it was May 12th. This year, it is May 13th. And it goes like this. Mother's Day, Mother's Say, Mother's Way, Mother's Wit, Mother's Fit, Mother's Fish, Mother's Push, Mother's Plan, Mother's Burn, Mother's Ban, Mother's Sing, Mother's Sigh, Mother's Kiss, Mother's Cry, Mother's Scream, Mother's Dream, Mother's Mess, Mother's Dress, Mother's Hat, Mother's Fat. Yes, Mother is all of that and then some. Oh, but there's nothing better than a mother's love. Do something really outrageous this week as we continue Mother's Day week. Have an old-fashioned Mother's Day by asking Mom what she wants that cannot be purchased from the department store. Happy Mother's Day week to you and yours. And that is taken from Inspirational Conversations, Volume 1 with Shalom with Israel, a.k.a. Zelda Speaks, and is available on zeldaspeaks.com. So get your copy, and I'll even sign it for you when you order it. And coming up this hour, I've got 2 tickets to the Sisterhood is Key Women's Expo. It is coming up on June 22nd, 2 to 8 p.m. at the Pullman Community Center, 10355 South Woodlawn. And if you can tell me today, when you call in, who is the guest today in today's topic, then you too can win those tickets. Last week we had tickets for the Brookfield Zoo, and we'll have some more next week, so just keep listening. Alrighty. Right about now, what time is it here? I think it's time. You know what time it is. It is meditation time. It is 7:17. Grand rising to all of those who joined us this morning. Jody and Tanya and Robert and Stephen and George and Vivian and Chase. Well, this is the moment that you've been waiting for. Every Monday morning, mindfulness experience includes the meditation session. So let's get ready to rumble. No, not to rumble, but to just meditate this morning. So what I'd like you to do is to remove everything from your hands, sit up straight in your chair if you can, feet flat on the floor, and nothing in your hands or in your lap, shoulders erect, back straight, close your eyes. You should not be looking at me. The only thing you should be looking at is the inside of your eyelids. And we are. And you'll inhale, feel your chest expand, inflate, and you'll hold it for a hot second. And as you exhale, you should feel your chest go down. Like you see my body moving up and down. That's how I want to see yours. You can look at me for a hot second because this is very important. If you're watching online on our YouTube channel, the Higher Learning Network TV show, the Higher Learning Network TV show, and if you're looking at Facebook, remember when you breathe in, you want to feel not your shoulders, but you want to feel your chest expand, and as you exhale, you want to feel it deflate. Okay, so that is very important because if you don't feel that, chances are you are not breathing deeply, and breathing deeply is a benefit. Breathing is your first line of defense for anything and everything. Because when you take the time to breathe, you arm yourself with the power and the knowledge that nothing can break the barrier before you when people come into your space and try to throw you off your point, so to speak, square, whatever you want to call it. So let us begin by closing your eyes and inhaling to the count of 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Counting to yourself. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more time, counting to yourself. Inhale deeply. And exhale. As you are breathing in, you should know that this is the right place at the right time, and you are absolutely doing the right thing, because you could have chose to be anywhere on the planet, but you chose to be here, and you give thanks that you are right here, right now, being grateful. As you continue to breathe in and breathe out, giving thanks for the breath of life. As you breathe in and breathe out, you give thanks because someone somewhere has trouble breathing on their own. Someone somewhere has a trachea in their throat. Someone somewhere is bedridden, and you should be grateful that that person is not you. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, give thanks for the energy that is flowing from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Inhale deeply. And as we continue to breathe, feel the energy that is on the top of your head. Inhale deeply. And as you feel that energy come down to the forehead, moving down through the face, through the eyebrows, the eye sockets, under the eyes, the nose, the cheek, the chins, and the neck. Feel the energy as it is moving down through the top of the head, down to the chest as you are inhaling and exhaling, feeling the energy slowly move down through the chest and the shoulders and the arms. Inhale deeply. Giving thanks for the energy as it continues down through the stomach, the sides, our backs, buttocks, hips, and thighs. Inhale deeply. Sending the energy continuing to flow down through the legs, the ankles, the heels. Feel that energy moving from the bottom of the feet to the top of the feet, down to the toes. Feel free to wriggle those toes and wriggle those wrist and fingers and tips all at the same time. Move those shoulders. Get a little fluid moving in the body this morning. Inhale deeply. Hold it. And exhale. And as you exhale, take another long, deep breath. And as you inhale this time, feel the energy moving back up from the toes, through the ball of the foot, to the instep, the arch, the top and bottom of the foot, and the heel. Inhaling deeply. And giving thanks for the energy as it continues to move up through the back of the leg, up back to the knees, the shins, the thighs, and the hips. Ah, yes, feel that energy revitalizing and circulating and percolating throughout the body as the energy continues to come up the buttocks, the back, spine, sides, and the stomach. And yes, finally to the chest and the shoulders, the elbows, and the arms, and the wrists, and the fingers. We give thanks that the energy continues to flow and move throughout the body with no disruption. Inhale deeply. Sending that energy all the way back up through the neck, the chin, the cheeks, the face, the eyes, the forehead, and back to the top of the head. As the energy continues to flow, we continue to inhale deeply, giving thanks. We give thanks for each and every organ in our body, beginning with the brain. We give thanks for the throat and all the good saliva in it as it keeps us moving We give thanks for the nose and the ears and the eyes and the lungs and the liver and the spleen and the pancreas and the kidneys and the colon, which is the center of all disease. We give thanks as we send our colon loving messages, as we send all of our inner organs loving messages, that we will listen to them when they remind us that we just may have eaten something that did not agree with us. We give thanks for the warning signs, even though we sometimes ignore them, thinking they will come away. Talking to myself, not you. Just remember that. Inhale deeply. As we give thanks for the digestive system, the assimilation system, and the elimination system. Inhale deeply. How many of us are constipated today? Oh my God, is she talking about constipation because someone listening is constipated? How do I know that? Because I was once one of those people. But if you go back and listen to Health and Wellness with Viata, our Friday morning host, you will see something there. But in the meantime, in between time, listen to all the archives. You'll be glad you did. There's a wealth of information on the body. Inhale deeply and exhale. Inhale deeply. Hold it. And exhale. And the last time, inhale deeply. And as you exhale, chin to chest, bend your head forward. Let your chin touch your chest and rotate your head to the left slowly as far as you can. Slow, getting around to the back. Slow down. You're moving too fast. Slowly bringing the head over to the right. Slowly, slowly, slowly. You might feel a pop. It's okay. It's just fluid and the ligaments and the tendons and the muscles. Slowly bringing the head back to the chin to the chest. Reversing the head to the right. Around to the back. If you're sitting up straight, it should not hurt. That's why I always say sit up straight. Bringing the head around to the left. And slowly bringing it around to the front. Chin to chest. Head up straight. Look as far as you can to the left. Stretching that neck. Feeling the stretch on the right side of the neck. Bringing that head as far as you can to the left. And bringing the head around to the front. And turning your head to the right as far as you can. Feeling the stretch in the left side of the neck. Feel that stretch. Hope you're sitting up straight. It really helps. And looking back. Center. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale one more time. Inhale deeply. Hold it. And exhale. And why do I have you hold your breath? Because at some point in your life, you may get thrown in some water or thrown in a situation where you need to hold your breath. And if you haven't practiced holding your breath, especially if you can't swim, because you know, melanated people, we have a tendency not to get in any water. So if you can't hold your breath, you can't survive. So I strongly suggest at least if you can get up to 10, 20, 30 seconds. It's crucial. It's important. So now that you have armored yourself with your spiritual armor for the day, nothing and no one can touch you. MC Hammer can't touch this. Okay. You have been blessed with the gift of life today. And when people, places, and things come into your life and try to throw you off your square, you simply start breathing on them. You do not have to breathe for 5 or 10 minutes. You can do it for 5 or 10 seconds. You just start breathing. People will look at you as if you are crazy. Chances are they will step away from you. They will say, step away from the breathing lady or the breathing man, because that breathing arms you with a new way of thinking so that you will respond to their act of foolishness or craziness or whatever you want to call it. And you won't react. You won't immediately react, but you'll take a moment to take a long, deep breath and start inhaling and exhaling. And that slows your thinking down, it slows the heartbeat down, and it slows you down so you can make a critical decision as to whether or not you want to react or you want to respond in calm and peace. And if you have a little garlic, a little onion, a little hummus on your breath, something that is not so pleasant, chances are they will step away. So you be sure and be armed with the power of the breath, because the breath is a miraculous thing. It will take you anywhere you want to go in life. I promise you. So please like, share, and subscribe to this video. And share this video if you're on Facebook and if you're on our Higher Learning Network TV show channel. And we are about to bring on our guest today. And today's show is the Hybrid Octopus Tax System with Anthony Travis, who says, follow the money from A to Z. Your house is on fire. This is our campaign to wake up the people about all of these taxes in Illinois. It is the Octopus Hybrid Tax System. I said it backwards, but it's the Octopus Hybrid Tax System. And thank you for helping to wake up the community. That is you, the community. And it is your responsibility to help wake up the rest of the community. So we are going to give you a little message break here. You may see my screen turn black for a moment just because I'm pulling up my commercials, but you need to know that the information that we have available here for you can only help you and take you to the next level. So stay close. You'll be glad you did. And we'll be right back. Check your local cable listing. Grand Rising, and thank you for joining us back here on the Female Solution. How you learn with Zelda Speaks, your Monday morning mindfulness. Thank you so much for joining us. And remembering that this is the week of Mother's Day. It's like Black History Month. We don't celebrate one day, we celebrate the whole year because mothers are forever with us. And I want to get you know your opinion when you call in about this because I'm a little bit disturbed here. Not really disturbed, but I just thought it was kind of weak to say something like this. For many of you who may or may not know that I retired from secular music, secular radio, a little bit over 10 years ago, probably more like 15 years ago. I don't remember who's counting. And when I was at WGCI Radio V103, Gospel Radio 1390, were all three stations all on the same floor, all interchanged, and we just floated between stations. I'm listening Saturday to the Crazy Howard show, Crazy Howard McGee. He's back on the air, and he's on V103, and he made a statement that yesterday, Mother's Day, would be the first Mother's Day in which it would be combined with Father's Day. I'm like, really? Are you serious? Who made you the godfather of Mother's Day? No, 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 no. And you can chime in when you call in and let me know what you think. I just think you do not need to be combining Mother's Day and Father's Day together. They're there on the calendar for a reason. Give mothers their prop. And I know a lot of fathers are mothers. They take care of their children because mother has gone by the wayside. So they are the mother and the father. I get that. I understand that. And understanding that and overstanding that and understanding that, I think they should be kept as they are. Separate holidays. But you let me know what you think. But that's just my thought. Anyway, if you're out and about this morning, you're heading out, it is Monday Morning Madness on the expressways. Do allow yourself extra travel time because it's chaos on Monday morning. We're in an urban city and the city is just full of people. It's too many people. And this is the traffic that we have to deal with. So if you're taking CTA or Metro, there are no reported delays on CTA. There was one on the orange line that has cleared up, so there's no need in me reporting that to you. There are no delays, but just allow yourself extra travel time. But as we take a look at the Kennedy inbound, it's well over an hour, 45 minutes on the outbound. And as we take a look at the Edens, it is 40 minutes inbound, and it is still slow from Lawrence to the city, and it is 33 minutes there. On the inbound, it is 57 minutes, almost an hour in, and 38 minutes on the outbound. Due to that new lane configuration at Ashland Avenue, you can expect delays because they are making lane configurations into the Kennedy, to the Ryan, and the Ida B. Wells Expressway. And you say, for those who don't know what the Ida B. Wells Expressway is, you must be living under a brick somewhere because that's the old Congress Expressway. They named it after Ida B. Wells. So be sure and tell your children that who don't have a clue as to what's the Ida B. Wells Expressway. It's the old Congress. They need to know, and they need to know their history, her history. And if they don't know, tell them to Google it. They Google everything else. Anyway, as you take a look at the Dan Ryan, it is 28 minutes inbound and 20 minutes on the reverse. Bishop Ford, 22 in and 18 out. And the Stevenson, it is 37 minutes in and 30 minutes out. And Lakeshore Drive, slow at Irving Park, 20 minutes inbound and 18 minutes on the reverse. And as I said earlier, on Route 59, there is a report of a steer. And as far as I know, a steer is a bull, right? So Mother Nature's not happy. You're going in, cutting down all the forestry, all the trees, the bears and the bulls and the deer. They gotta have somewhere to go to. And now, as you can see, I'm having a conversation with my bid whist players. You know I play bid whist. And they're telling me stories about how they were out in the park at some event, and the what do you call those big birds with the big wings? They just fly down and swoop up their food. They're not even afraid of us anymore. We're the picnic. They are too. They just fly in, swoop up their food, and keep going. Their wings are this big. So what you gonna do? You can't fight a bird. So Mother Nature's not happy. You running them out the woods, they run into the city. So what they gonna do? They gotta eat too. So that's what's happening. So just remember that when you're out and about, keep your food covered up, because birds are somewhere looking for it, and they are not afraid of us. We sometimes go to Goose Island to get shrimp. I know I haven't quit eating meat 100%. I haven't had any shrimp. I don't this year, but I know last summer we went, and we didn't pull off right away. So we're trying to be, I don't know what's the word. I don't know, help feed the birds. So we take a bite off the shrimp and throw the tail out, and they would eat it. Child, they crowded around the car like it was a picnic. I was like, they're not even afraid of us anymore. They just crowd around the car and wait on you to get him some food. I was like, oh my God. Okay, I just had the shit. The animals are not afraid of us. We're killing nature, and hey, that's what it is. Just thought I'd share that with you. Anyway, Traffic and Weather is sponsored by Karen Kelly of iTex.com. Stop paying cash for your business and personal needs. Use barter dollars instead. And there's a $100 new member bonus sign up for businesses and entrepreneurs that join online. You must use promo code ZELDA, ZELDA. And if you need to earn extra income, go to zeldaspeaks.com, click on training, and you will see how to make money on Amazon. And be sure and set those DVRs for Tuesdays at 6, Wednesdays at 1, Channel 19, and 24/7 on the Higher Learning Network.org. And if you're looking to make money, earn some extra money, and you want to get into the health business and don't cost you a dime, go to diabeticdonut.com. And once you listen to that, just send us an email and we'll get back to you. But right now, we're going to give to you the man of the hour who is making it available for those who live in Illinois who are tired of all these high taxes. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the, I want to say welcome to the stage. Welcome to, I forgot to turn my mic back on. Welcome to the show. And that would be our very own Anthony Travis. Welcome, Anthony. Thank you for joining us this morning on The Female Solution. Anthony Travis, where are you, Anthony? Anthony, ha, 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 ha. Okay, we're going to go to the phone line. Area code 312-802. You are live on The Female Solution, Grand Rising. Thank you for joining us. What's your name and where you calling from? Grand Rising, who's this? Oh, I don't hear anything. Yes, we can hear you now. Grand Rising, Anthony. Grand Rising. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us this morning. You are the tax doc from the Octopus hybrid tax system. And this is your second show, is it not? Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Well, it is my privilege and pleasure to be a voice for the voiceless, because in Illinois we have no voice. I'm looking at the pumps, at the gas pumps. Gas is going back up to $5 a gallon. Well, that's part of the taxes too. Illinois is in a crisis. There are so many people leaving the state of Illinois. I've got girlfriends that have just said, I can't do it anymore, and with families too, they're leaving because of the taxes. And I'm looking at some of the information that you gave us, Anthony, and one of them is from the Chicago Tribune. Illinois gives voters the power to dump township government. House Bill number 348 allows township voters in any of the 17 McHenry County townships to petition for a referendum to dissolve their township government. Our government is killing us, Anthony. What can we do about it? Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. So what can we do about that?
Well, we should be getting ourselves educated on these issues, and then we should be getting ourselves on. For the same reason that you just spoke of about some of your friends.
Mm.
New Jersey and Chicago, Illinois should be kissing cousins.
Mm.
Because New Jersey is number one, Illinois is number two when it comes to property tax. And so what we're saying to the state, before you talk about changing the flat tax system over to the progressive income tax system, first clean up the house. Get rid of the 7,000 units of government. Cut down the 852 school districts to what they have in Florida. Now, Florida 8 school districts to 552. And we also have 630,000 more students than we have. See, we have 2,070,000 students to 2,700,000 students. And they only got 68 school districts.
Hmm. That's a bit much.
And then you got to also understand the law. In our state, each school district has to have a superintendent. So that means if you got one school district, you got to have a superintendent. And that person could be paid anywhere from $150,000 to $400,000.
That's a lot of money.
And that affects your pocketbook.
Yes, we're paying for it. And we're paying for it.
And that's what people in Illinois don't comprehend, and especially our brothers and sisters who live in Chicago. People who live in Chicago, they get caught up under the banner of home rule, because by Chicago having home rule, they can almost do anything they want. And that makes people who live in Chicago oblivious to what's going on in the rest of the state. Chicago is not an island unto itself. And people in Chicago need to understand they are part of the state of energy crisis. Chicago have, Illinois have. All these other problems, like high taxes, is the main problem throughout the whole state. And until we wake up and realize that this is a state crisis, a state issue, and it must be handled and solved by the state. Now, I know I gave you some articles. And you got them numbers. The first article that you would want to is the fact that back in 1935, the Chicago Sun-Times told us that the state needs to find a new way to pay for education. This is off the property tax system. That system started back in 1819 under the land grant. And our state has been using land property since 1819.
1819.
And you only have about basic communities in our state that love this system. Those communities have the money to fund education. So the other 95% of our state don't have the capital to fund education on a continual basis from property tax.
And that poses
That's why we have this messed up system still.
so
And we got to change this system. That system got to be overhauled. We need one statewide budget for education, and we need to consolidate these school districts to what we call unified district K through 12. And all we need is 102. How many counties we have? So we can use that figure. And I'm being generous because, Florida can have 68 school districts. And they got 2,700,000. Which means they got 670,000 more students. Why do we need 852 school districts? It makes no sense.
none whatsoever.
And as they say, the chicken has come home to roost.
And it is
Same thing with the pitch practice. See, we go to Florida to deal with the school and down the school district. Now we can look to Arizona to deal with the pitching crisis, because Arizona had the same language in their constitution as we got in our constitution that happened back in 1970 when we had our last constitutional convention. And we called it the protection clause. What that means is, in our state, the retirees don't have to pay taxes on their retirement. But before 1984, they were paying state taxes. But these same retirees pay federal income taxes on them. And you have to raise this question. Why is it that somebody, and we can use Scott Peterson from Bolingbrook as an example, the retired doctor in jail. He gets $6,000 a month of his retirement money. Okay? $6,000 a
Wow.
I mean, they have federal taxes on the money. You should also pay state taxes that will go towards these pensions. See, there is no crisis if you use the right solution. And we got folks, and believe me, I understand how retirees feel, but that's if you're making less than $50,000.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're making over $50,000 and you pay state income taxes on that money, you should not mind paying federal income taxes on that money. You should not mind paying state income taxes on that money.
Mm-hmm.
You got folks getting $100,000,
Mm-hmm.
$200,000, $600,000, retirees now.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to also understand, you got folks getting the $50,000 in retirement income, not paying any state income. And the fact, making minimum wage, have to pay more taxes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You got to make 3 times what you make.
Mm-hmm.
And then, in 1999, Sytem said, the state needs to find a better way to fund education and quit relying on the property taxes.
Okay, so Anthony,
1995.
we know we have been awakened to the fact that there is an abundance of waste of Illinois taxpayers. So now that we have this information, what do our viewing audience and our listening audience, what do they do to get involved? We need a remedy.
What they need to do is get in contact with me, the gangster, at 773-988-0934. So we can start having some town hall meetings around these issues. So we can have an army. We got to build an army of concerned taxpayers.
Okay, and
That army can
not everyone is a phone person, and a lot of people like to email. So I know you've got an email address.
Yeah, my email address is daddy'sclub2000@yahoo.com.
Spell it.
DADDY-CLUB2000@yahoo.com.
Now, at our last your last visit on this subject, we had you on the air, and that was my question too. Then what can we do? And we talked about having town hall meetings. Have there been any meetings since then?
There has been meetings at the West Side Ministers Coalition that I go to.
Mm-hmm.
There's a meeting in the South Suburbs that I can.
Okay, so list of places where people can choose they'd like to go, and for those who can't make there has to be some kind of online forum, because not everybody's living in the same city, in the same locale. You got people, there is such a divide in this city. You got people who live west who not going south, and you in the reverse. And then you got people who live in the northern suburbs or the western suburbs. I mean, it's all Illinois, but there has to be a community forum for people who can't get there. That has just got to be put in place, because not everybody's going to come out. So,
Think about Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at West Side Ministers Coalition.
Mm-hmm.
If you live in the western suburbs, we're looking at PT Man out of Proviso.
Okay. All right.
Those who live down in Cole County, there's a guy by the name of Rob Perry, who's with the Concerned Taxpayers in Cole County. And they do their county 3 times over property tax.
Wow.
It is just not an issue in my
Mm-hmm.
Fritz Cage. Fritz is trying to overhaul his office. And he is having, he's involved with a stumbling block called Night Magic, Speak of the House. Adding in this block in this reform that would make it more equitable in how you assess these properties. Managers don't want that. And unfortunately, you got some unions who don't want to overhaul, and you got some public officials who don't want to overhaul.
Mm-hmm.
Because it might activate this vision off of property. People should be
outraged.
because the House can stop reform, and he's been blocking reform for 40 years.
Say that. Well,
Right now has been blocking reform for 40 years.
long,
And that's why our taxes are so high as well.
and they're going to stay that way until you who are listening and watching do something about it. And here's your opportunity to do something about it. And you can join the conversation at 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak to the tax doctor, Anthony Travis. As we go to a break, and stay close, we'll be right back. Take your comments.
We all say we would like to be wealthy, but wealth isn't determined by how much money you have. Wealth is determined by your power to define what money is. The dictionary defines money as something used as a way to pay for goods and services and to pay people for their work. So how would you like to have access to an unlimited source of money? Money that is not taxed by the government. Money that increases as you share the opportunity with others. Money that you can use to pay for goods and services and pay people for their work. I'm talking about Bitcoin. It's the future of independent wealth building. Bitcoin is the new money that you control. Get started building your wealth. Call 312-849-3456. That's 312-849-3456. Spiritual counselor and advisor. I invite you to a private reading in the areas of business, health, finances, relationships. My introductory cost of $20. Please call because there is a higher power that can help me help you. 312-802-4743. Peace and blessings to you all. Call 312-802-4743. We have an opportunity to transform the whole global society in the next 50 years. 50 years from now, the earth will be populated by a new generation of adults, many of whom are yet unborn. Our mission is to nurture them in childhood with love, guidance, and protection, and to raise them in healthy, happy families. If we impart values of compassion, generosity, and respect for fellow human beings in the next generation of children, they will create a world where people can live together in peace. This is our goal. Be a part of the transformation. Get your copy of the book, The Female Solution. Go to www.naimalatif.com. That's www.naimalatif.com.
Grand Rising. And thank you for joining back here on the Female Show. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness. Zelda speaks here with you. Just to make your day just a little bit easier. And our guest today is the one and only Anthony Travis. the tax doctor of the hybrid Octopus tax system. And we are discussing why the taxes in Illinois are so awfully high and what we can do about it and what you can do about it by calling in at 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak, and your line is open this morning. Area code 312-802. Minister Cynthia Williams, you're still with us this morning. Thank you for joining us. Grand rising to you. You're quite welcome. You are quite welcome.
And I'm grateful for Mr. Travis. Let me say you are brilliant. Because he asked me myself as political and as with the listening program, we would go to Springfield every year and go to the Congress and try to get the legislature to make sure there was money for literacy programs. Those who dropped out of high school and those who can't read and write. Now, the colleges are doing it here in Chicago. But I had a nonprofit, the only specific one ran by a black woman in the whole state of Illinois. But let me say this to you. That whole thing about the legislature. Now, with Madigan being down there as long as he had, there are black folks that are representatives down there. And unfortunately, they're outnumbered and they don't have the courage to stand up to them. So we need people like the board, who I think a lot of should have been there. Although that gentleman, that young man, I love him for his morality and integrity. But the others are old school and they can just go along with the program. So what do we do about contacting them, whoever they may be, to help encourage all of these things you're talking about?
In the United States, if we don't put together a political pact where we put money in that pact to help finance their campaign, we're going to stay fixated in this issue. Because if we don't help fund their campaign, then the person who helped give the money, that's who's going to call the shots. And that's why Madigan has been down there running everything for 40 years, because Madigan gives these folks money to run their campaign. And you got to understand.
Black representatives, and I know some of them myself.
Absolutely.
Is that what it is?
Absolutely. Yes, once they get this, see, they may get our vote, but when they get down to Springfield, they learn how to play the game. And the game is you kiss Madigan's ring. If you want anything done.
Very interesting.
Well, can you do as I have suggested? Could you go to the public library in Chicago and set up some workshops there? We have those in the city here.
You can do that because we pay for that through our tax dollars. And then you also got to understand some libraries don't want you to help wake up people.
Oh no.
A big part of the problem too.
Wow. But you have the organizational field and what have you. But can you break some of them? I think Wilson Library already did the whole thing. Would that be a problem?
It shouldn't be. What's the alderman over there?
I know Brookins, that is Brookins.
Brookins, yeah. I have a problem with Brookins.
Let me say this, with Derek taught me political education with Farmer. And I know about him, and I know who the person was before he got that position. And that was Reverend on the South Side. He did a lot of things that were positive. And unfortunately, we and our unions voted in over this gentleman. And the women have honor and all of those projects looking for credit for. I know a particular gentleman myself.
Well, these guys sat there and they watched Daisy give away the house, the kitchen sink, the bathtub, and everything else.
There you go.
And they just mentioned on TV that if Chicago would have kept the parking meters, that's $172 million that outside firm operate now. $172 million could have kept coming back into the coffers of the city of Chicago.
Wow.
And those aldermen sat there and let Daisy get rid of this stuff.
They sure did.
That affects your bottom line.
They never had parking meters around the parking area. But that was ridiculous.
Did not be in the park to go to the beach.
You gotta put so much money in those meters.
Well, that's why that company made $172 million profit.
And that's why we'll be paying for it forever.
And that's why the people of Chicago should be very angry. Very angry. But what happened? People put the same folks back in office in most of those wars. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways.
So we need to wake up here in this city because I've been around myself. If I can tell you some things, it's really shocked me. But that's a lot, maybe, especially with those lights too. As a former driver, I mean, come on now, I get
every day.
Every day. And the light whole thing was set up. I had a girl come to my program and she worked down there. And she was very unhappy with her job because she knew they put those lights on wrongly and incorrectly. She hated her job, but she didn't keep it because she had bought a home. So she worked for that traffic light thing, you know. When you go through the place, you get a ticket. She hated her job.
Well, you got to understand.
Corruption.
Yes. Well, you got to understand. When we talk about the Octopus hybrid tax system, one of the components to that system is what we call the financial transaction tax. That's Wall Street tax. Now, this should make all of us mad. When Wall Street ruined our economy, we bailed them out, didn't we?
Pretty much.
Obama was up there and he decided to give us money. And he was part of the problem. We was part of the problem too. And we just worship the workers people. You don't take them to
Wall Street don't want us to tax them. That is a new source of capital that we can bring in to our state and to the city of Chicago by taxing. We only talk about 1.5 to 2%
That's
on
not
every
much.
transaction down there on LaSalle Street. And the reason JB, the governor, don't want to mess with them because they told the governor, if you mess with us, we're going to pick up our bags and leave Chicago. But yet,
like people are doing.
when Wall Street got messed up and they was about to send this country into a depression, they didn't give a damn about the American people. But yet, they don't want to pay their fair share of taxes that will help build out the state and the city of Chicago. That's why we need the Octopus hybrid tax system, because it would make the playing field fair, because under the progressive income tax of the Octopus, if you make $44,000, you will not pay any taxes to the state of Illinois.
How about that?
We can even raise that up to $50,000, and you wouldn't have to pay no state taxes. Okay? And my tax bracket go from 8% to 30%. So if you make this in billions of dollars, you're going to pay 30% on that money. Okay? That's why people in this state need to wake up and realize it's a new day. And we can't keep falling for the okie doke, because you got folks running around and say, oh, we don't want to do nothing new. But in order to fix things, you're going to have to do something new. And a lot of this stuff that we talk about, when we talk about the solutions, we're going to have a constitutional amendment to fix this stuff. Because this stuff is embedded in our Constitution in our state.
Which is outdated. Which is outdated. That is a long time. Say that again.
What was the name of the legislation on different policies, rules, and regulations?
Yeah, well, 2020 is when all of this stuff needs to be put on the ballot, because the House and the Senate have to have 3/5 of votes to get this stuff done. And then after they pass it, they got to put it on the ballot for 2020 for us to vote it up or down.
So how do we get it on the ballot? How do we get it on the ballot? How do we do that? How do we get it on the ballot?
Both houses have to start in Springfield. They have to vote this stuff up. And once they vote it up, then they're going to put it on the ballot for 2020.
Okay.
By 2020 is when we're supposed to have the next constitutional convention. And so what the legislators are saying, and it's even in the Constitution, that they could have a constitutional amendment by getting it passed in both chambers, and then have it ready to go on the ballot in 2020.
And that's a process. It's not going to happen overnight. So we got to get moving, because 2020 is right around the corner. Say that again. Okay. Yeah.
They're supposed to be open to the community for workshops and seminars. I say, some libraries don't want to accept what you're talking about.
Well, see, what I don't understand, and help me understand, I can't understand why is it that we're paying taxes to have these institutions, but yet they want to charge you a fee to use the space.
Is that what they're doing
That
now?
makes no sense. Yeah, oh yeah, especially in the suburbs.
Since when did they start charging fees? Since when do they start charging fees? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I didn't know that because last time I checked, which was over a year ago, there was no fee. Wow, we're paying fees on top of fees.
And that's why the system needs to be overhauled. And see, we as taxpayers, we as citizens, we have been like the grasshopper. All we do is hop around and we complain, but yet we don't let ourselves get educated to these issues and then make the move to bring about change.
Well, how much is the fee? How much are they trying to charge?
Well, it varies. It varies throughout the various municipalities. The bottom line is there should be no fee. Period.
There should not be.
Are you paying property tax?
You're correct, but how much is it? I want to know myself the amount.
Well, you would probably have to call around to the various municipalities and libraries to get their costs.
Yeah.
Well, you have to pay just you know of how much it costs yourself, don't you? Because I remember I did something in the park district, started charging. How much is it charging for group meetings and workshops and seminars? General range, please.
And why are you paying a fee to have a meeting in the park district when you're paying all them taxes to have the park district?
Right.
I remember that. But see, that went back to they may have increased that. They just started that policy around about 1990. That's a long time ago. But it may be higher now, and that was really amazing to me. But all I'm asking, sir, Mickey don't know how much the fees are.
I don't know. I don't know what all the fees are.
Well, I do.
I'm gonna have to find out because you're needed. You're very much needed, sir. To share that information, especially here. I'm serious. You really are needed, and those public libraries should be accommodating you. So you're saying, as a group, we have to come together to make a difference, even in paying for these fees. And I know also for the legislative core, we pushed to do what they need to do, and now we got to pay money.
Absolutely.
So the legislators can pay. Wow. Wow.
Yeah. And that's what the Black community needs to understand. If you don't help finance their campaign, they are beholden to people with the money.
Okay. All of the money.
All right. Thank you so much, Minister Cynthia Williams, for calling in this morning. You are quite welcome. We're going to take another caller going to the switchboard at area code 718-210. You are live on the Female Solution Grand Rising. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Really? You really asked that question?
Sound like you about in your 40s. Anyway, how do we educate ourselves about the problems? That's the question. Question number 2, and I have a few more. How do we educate ourselves and to deal with the problems?
Well, if you have a computer and you can get to Google, a lot of this information is online. You can go to Google and you can put in how much taxes are we paying in the state and how many units of government is there in our state. All this stuff is online. So you can go online and learn about all this stuff. That's what I did.
Okay. And how long have you when you start getting into taxes, and when did you start getting into the taxes? How many years have you been into taxes?
I've been doing this ever since the tax divide hit the Chicago Tribune. When they did the article on Joe Barrow's office, the Cook County assessor, how he ripped us off to the tune of $2.5 billion, I started doing all of my research. I was getting up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, getting on the internet and researching this stuff. So it's been over 2 years now. I've done all this research.
And like in 1913, they started the income tax. They started like the 1041 and 1040. So being that we don't have any money, but like on the current income that everybody's making now, on the current what they bring in now, their paychecks, what would be good for everybody to get into? Would it be better for people to deal with the 1040 or the 1041 if possible? I mean, how should they file? Should they use the 1041? That would be better.
No, but see, that's not the issue. That's not the issue. The issue is that in our state, our property taxes is the second highest in the United States. And in order to get the control, say what?
You'd be surprised, right? I had my coworkers tell me they want to move to New Jersey because I'm in New York, so they tell me they want to move to Jersey. And years ago, when I was gonna move to Jersey, when I had Section 8, I was like, wow, I never paid for hot water in New York. I never paid for certain things that they pay for in New Jersey. But a lot of times they're trying to get people to move out of New York. And when I used to work in Newark, when I used to work in Newark, the people used to be surprised. So how you make it from New York to Newark, and people right in Jersey can't even make it to work. They said they couldn't understand how I can do that. I mean, I go any place. If you tell me to go to the moon, I'm gonna go to the moon. I'm gonna go anywhere where it's worth.
Well, New Jersey is the number one state. New Jersey is the number one state in America with high property tax. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, what we taught is to keep up with the Joneses. So I guess if people want to keep up with the Joneses, they're gonna charge them. Because I look at some of my coworkers, the guys, they're not too flashy, but I see the women come in every week with a different hairstyle, their eyelashes. Every week they gotta get that. But my brother,
I don't have nothing. Yes.
But that's not the issue. That's not the issue. You can keep up with the Joneses. That's not the issue. The issue is we have let this system go awry because number one, we have too many layers of government, and each layer hits you in the pocket. Right now, the leadership of New Jersey, the legislators, are saying to the people of New Jersey, if you want to make New Jersey affordable, you've got to consolidate those school districts because that's where the bulk of your waste is at, and that's where the bulk of our taxes go in every union other than Hawaii.
Well, I look at it like this. A lot of these people who's in power, I see them before they go to work. I see them, before they go to work, and I see them do the gang sign. So I wouldn't be surprised some of these people, you might be kissing a ring, other one, you throwing up gang signs to them. So all these people who are controlling all these different sections, whether you could call them like, you say section, and then you break it down and say, okay, what set you from, right? So I look at all these people who they got their little clique over here, they got their little corner or their little education / corner / spot. These are gangs. This is organized crime. The way you look at it, they try to clean it up, but the reality, if you really go into their background, these guys is crooked, as everybody knows, and some people are afraid to admit. They're now looking at a lot of these guys.
Well,
once they leave this
the bottom line is this.
Yes.
The bottom line is this. We have to understand we need reform. And reform has to happen. You heard that the Titanic sunk, correct?
Oh, yes.
Most of these states are like the Titanic. They're sinking. You got pension crisis in every state. You got high taxes in practically every state. And unless we, the people, we have to tell ourselves enough is enough.
And enough is enough. But I need you to hold that thought. Travis, I need you to hold that thought. We need to take a commercial break. If you just tuned in, you're listening to the Female Solution.
You're welcome.
And thank you, Dara, for calling in. If you just joined the conversation, you are listening to the Female Solution Monday Morning Mindfulness. And stay close. You'll be glad you did.
Oh, man. God sent the monthly sun bill today. This sunlight is really expensive, especially during the season. I'll probably have to work overtime to pay it.
Well, you better pay it on time. We don't want the sun to go out and we're sitting up here all day in the dark.
Wouldn't it be terrible if God charged us for sunlight? Well, thank God, the light and heat from the sun is free. So why are we paying such high bills for the energy we use in our homes? Because we don't know how to use solar energy, the free energy from the sun. You can convert your regular home to a solar energy home and save tremendously on your electric bill. Take a look at your electric bill. Wouldn't you like to reduce or possibly even eliminate that cost altogether? Let one of our solar consultants show you how. Call today, 312-849-3456, and schedule a free consultation. That's 312-849-3456.
Do you want to live in a world without war? Join our global peace movement. Heavenly calls to world peace and restoration of life, transcend culture, religion, ideology, and other boundaries to achieve peaceful harmony in the global society. HWPL is committed to bringing world peace and cessation of war through peaceful dialogue between religious groups. I am Director Shin-Suk Kim of the HWPL Chicago branch of North America. Join us for our next gathering. Call 773-580-1501 and be a part of the movement for world peace. Email us at chicagohwpl@gmail.com. Hi, this is Bianca, your holistic life coach. Every Friday morning, I'm on the Female Solution. I'm also blogging live every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Soul Purpose Healing, where I help you get back into alignment with the Creator's love, compassion, and wisdom. On Sunday, you can call in at 215-383-5863 or go to www.blogtalkradio.com/soulpurposehealing. When I'm not doing spiritual adjustments on Blog Talk Radio, I'm helping clients reduce the stress in their lives with EFT, essential oils, and cost-saving health plans like AmeriPlan. AmeriPlan is a better way to save money on your healthcare expenses. There is more information on how to contact me at www.yourholisticlifecoach.com. Till then, stay in joy.
Do you worry about finances, family, health, job, relationships? Are you in pain? Do you feel stuck? If you answered yes to any of these questions, help is available. Don't worry, you're not alone. It's part of the human process. You only feel this way because you haven't mastered the voices in your head. No hype, just down to earth, solid, workable routines and techniques that you can practice daily. It's really food for the soul. Whether you want to learn how not to worry about anything, reverse type 2 diabetes, publish a book, promote your product or service, or just make extra money. To take advantage of the deal of the day, go to zeldaspeaks.com or call 312-409-6619. Mention promo code The Female Solution and get free shipping. That's zeldaspeaks.com or 312-409-6619. Stop worrying today. Visit zeldaspeaks.com.
You'll be glad you did. And thank you for joining us back here on The Female Solution. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness. If you missed the meditation this morning at 7:15, you missed a good one, but you can always go back and listen to the archives. You can go back and listen to the archives of any of our shows on The Female Solution. As we take a look at our last look at traffic and weather, today's traffic and weather is sponsored by Karen Kelly of itex.com. That's itex.com. You can stop paying cash for your business and personal needs. Use barter dollars instead. Barter, broker, whatever you want to call it. Do you know what bartering is? You know, bartering was available before they came up with the current currency in the form of a note. Because there are other ways of getting your needs met. And one of those is through barter. You know, back in the day, we used to barter sugar for butter and oats for rice. And someone came up with the great idea to use barter dollars instead. And I'm so glad they did, because I, along with the executive director of the Higher Learning Network TV show that you're watching online right now on our YouTube channel, as well as our Facebook channel, we've learned how to benefit from the other members that are in the directory who also have products or services to sell, so that we have gotten our business cards, we've got our brochures, all kinds of printed materials. And you know, print is expensive, so you can get that done on barter. That is a blessing in disguise. They even made up a collage, I'll show it sometime in the future, for my little brother's memorial. My little brother Douglas Robinson was murdered in Tent City in February 18th, as a matter of fact. And we are working on a documentary to highlight the issue of homelessness in America, and specifically in Illinois and Chicago. And you think about all of the money that's wasted on taxes. Those who are making a small mint millions. So if there's so much money, why are there so many people living on the streets and under the bridges and off the expressway? That is man's inhumane treatment to man. That is no way to live. That is so out of order in the order of things. That is not, you know, they're teaching us the Bible. The Creator says treat all equal, not some have a little have a lot and a lot have a little. That is not the message that we are brainwashed with from childhood. So we see that, and we see the reverse of that, because that is not what happened. So I digress. But I said all that to say this: my little brother Douglas Robinson and the millions of others who are homeless will not be in vain, because we're working on a documentary, and it'll be available this fall. And if you'd like to be a part of that, let us know. Go to zeldaspeaks.com. And while you're there, click on training for nonprofits if you like to learn how to raise money for your for-profit or nonprofit. You can click on the Amazon training. Just click on training when you go to zeldaspeaks.com. Excuse me. And you can stop paying cash for your business and personal needs. Go to itex.com. Use barter dollars instead. There's a $100 new member bonus for businesses and entrepreneurs that join online. But you got to use the promo code ZELDA, ZELDA. As we take a look at the last look of traffic inbound on the Kennedy, it is still a hot mess. An hour there, 45 minutes on the return. On the Edens, it is 45 minutes in, 40 minutes outbound. On the inbound Eisenhower, and there is new lane configuration at Ashland, so expect delays, delays, delays. They are moving into the Kennedy, the Ryan, and the the Ida B. Wells new expressway. So you will have delays all over the place. It's Monday morning. What do you expect? And also at Van Buren, that west of Cicero was shut down. That is opening back up, but it's a slow drag, bumper to bumper. So expect delays there. Traffic and weather sponsored by Karen Kelly of itex.com. Remember to set those DVRs for Tuesdays at 6, Wednesdays at 1 on Channel 19 or 24/7 on the World Wide Web to see the Higher Learning Network TV show. You'll be glad you did. And if you want to join the conversation this morning, feel free to call in at 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak as we go back to the phone lines with our very Anthony Travis, the tax doctor, talking about the Octopus Hybrid Tax Center and why we in Illinois are paying so much money unnecessarily in taxes. People are moving out all over the place. And there are systems in place. And those systems are designed not to move us forward, but to move forward the people who already have the money. So Anthony Travis, the tax doctor, has a remedy. And how can people contact you and get involved in what they can do, Anthony?
The first Thursday of each month from 10 to 12.
And that is on the west side of Chicago. Well, what about people living on the south side? Because people on the excuse me, I forgot to plug my headphones back in. People on the south side don't like to come to the west side, and people on the west side don't like to come to the south side, and the people on the center. I know it's crazy, but it is what it is. So
The South Side, we have the Ministers Conference of South Cook County, and that's out in Harlem, which is south. But if you call me at 773-988-0934, I can get you all that information.
say that number again and say it a little bit slower.
773-988-0934. The tax doctor. Because the people listening to the show need to understand that all of these states have a constitution. And a lot of this stuff is embedded in these constitutions. And they have to have a constitutional convention. In Illinois, every 20 years, it's embedded in our constitution. We need to have a constitutional convention. Well, to deal with some of these issues, you need a constitutional amendment. And what happened in 1970 at the convention, and this was Professor Ann Lucen, a professor at the John Marshall Law School. She helped draft the language to the protection clause that prevents the state from reducing its workers' retirement benefits. Now, keep in mind that these same workers are paying federal taxes on this income. We have lost billions of dollars since 1984 to 2019 that could have been going toward dealing with the pensions. And you got retirees who don't want you to mess with their pension, but they said they're paying federal taxes on that money. They get a 3% COLA. That really makes no sense if you're not making So somebody's making $100,000 to millions of dollars get a 3% increase, whether the economy is doing good or bad. That's got to be cut out of the Constitution. And then you got to tax the people, the retirees, who's making over $50,000 per year, if you want to help the little guy.
Well, it's up to us to do what we need to do. And if we want to do something, they say if you want something different, you got to do something outrageous. No, not do something different. You got to do something outrageous. Nothing happens without your participation. And I want to thank you so very much, Anthony, for calling in this morning and sharing this information, because we have become so dumbed down. It's like we've been abused for so long. It's just like the slave masters back in the day. You know, we just wait for whatever they intend to do to us. But we have a choice. We can do something without being beat to death. So what's
It makes us like zombies.
Yeah, dumb down.
But it's time to wake up and realize that the power is in our hands. If we unite as people, we can bring about these changes. And 2020 is next year.
Mm-hmm.
And because 2020 is next year, is when we have to have these constitutional amendments. And if we can't get these constitutional amendments, then we're going to have a constitutional convention.
Yeah.
In order to solve these problems.
If you want something different, you got to do something
different. In order to have
different.
a constitutional convention, the public has to get petition signed. And why should we have to do that when the legislators can do two things? They can put these constitutional amendments together by voting these things up and then putting them on the ballot for us to ratify.
Mm-hmm.
Or they can vote to have a constitutional convention where we can go to it.
And it can happen. But we got to make it happen. It's not going to happen on its own. So the first step for our viewers and listeners are, go ahead. Amen. It's up to us. So should we be contacting our elected officials? Should we be contacting our elected officials? Which ones? Which ones? That's LaShawn Ford. State rep is LaShawn Ford. That much I know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Say that again. Say that again. Repeat that.
Tell people, Senator Kimberly Lightfoot over the Black Caucus.
Okay.
She's the chairman of the Black Caucus.
Okay, so when they contact them, exactly what do they say? And so they'll go to need to go to the website and get their contact information, their phone number and their email, and call them more than once and email them more than once. And when they do that, exactly what should that verbiage say? What should that wording look like?
Well, right now, the campaign of Your House is on Fire. That's the campaign. Number one, we want the schools off the property tax system. That's number one. Number two, we want the 856 school districts cut down to 102.
Repeat number two again.
And we want unified.
Repeat number two again.
We want the 856 school districts cut down to 102. want them all to be unified school districts.
Okay.
That's K through 12.
Unified. Hold on, you're moving too fast. Cause see, people are writing this down. I'm writing it down, so you need to slow down so we can get that. Number one, the schools. We need the schools off the property tax system. Number two, we need the 856 school districts cut down to how many? 102. And have them unified K-12. What did you say? K through 12 school district. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. 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 Plus you save money like that. Oh, all right. Now what was number three?
Number three, we need to stop citizens from losing their homes over property taxes. We call them delinquent sales taxes. You got 40,000 people in Chicago, Cook County, about to lose their property over less than $1,000 because they can't afford to pay those taxes.
You are absolutely right, because Dr. Willie Wilson did that last February, I think it was, where while he was running for election for mayor, he was down at City Hall, and I think he paid off $1,000. I don't remember how many, but he paid $1,000 on people's taxes people who were about to lose their homes. So kudos to Dr. Willie Wilson for making that happen, because he is a man of God doing right, and he can't take it with him either. So he's making sure he kept his promise. Mm-hmm. All righty, so I've got it. I've got it. So this is it. This is the top three. Number three, and let me be sure I got them right. I'm going to repeat them because I wrote them down. The top three things that our viewers and our listeners need to do is, number one, contact their state rep, which is LaShawn Ford, and our state senator, which is Kimberly Lightfoot. And these are the three things on the agenda that we need to have in place by 2020. So we need to do that now. And that is these three things that you just listed. Number one is to get the schools off the property tax system. Number two, the 856 school districts, we need them cut down to 102 and make them unified K through 12 school districts. Number three, stop citizens from losing their homes over property taxes due to delinquent sales tax. Now, my question to you is this. Should we do this on a double level? Number one, do it individually, write individual letters, but also number two, to be sure, is to do like a unified, what are those, like moveon.org. I can't think. It's something that goes out over the internet where you send it out and everybody signs it and forwards it to somebody else. I think that's a good idea. What do you think about that? Because we've got to get people on the internet involved.
Well, they say that each letter that is written is like 10,000
Okay.
letters.
Okay.
And that's how your politicians view letters when somebody writes them.
Okay. Okay.
And
So
it's got to be an organized campaign to write these letters.
okay.
And keep writing.
Okay.
And these elected officials are inundated with these letters.
Okay. So are you organizing this?
Well, we're working on that too.
Okay.
I want folks to know it is so much stuff.
Okay.
That needs to be done.
Okay. So by the next.
The harvest is great, but the labor's a few.
Okay, so by the next show, which will be the second Monday, this will be part 3. The next show will be June, the second Monday in June. We should have all of this drafted, and it should be available online, because we can talk about it till blue in the face, but until we start seeing something, I think we need a grass movement, and that is to start that letter online and to have people sign it in addition to the individual letters. Alrighty, so I want to thank you so much for joining us today and for sharing that information.
We need to do it all.
We greatly appreciate you. If you've just been listening today, our guest was Anthony Travis, the tax doctor of the Octopus hybrid system, and he is showing us how to move forward for 2020 to get us out of debt in Illinois, because we are paying way too much money in taxes. Thank you so much, Anthony. We look forward to having you back on here next Monday, the second Monday in June. Thank you so much. We greatly appreciate that. And we will be in touch with you before then. And we've got all your contact information here. Greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. And for those who are listening, who would like to be a part of this, who want your taxes lowered, you are in a position to do so. All you have to do is pick up a pen or, on your computer, write a letter and send it to State Rep LaShawn Ford and State Senator Kimberly Lightfoot, and I will post exactly what it is that you need to do on my website, so you will have that information available to you, those 3 things that I just mentioned. So thank you so very much for joining us today. Be sure and tune in tomorrow with Dr. Naima Latif, executive producer of The Female Solution. And she always has a special guest, and we will always be enlightened. And I just love it. And I hope you will join in too. And I also hope that you will share this video with your list, the people who are important to you and that you care about. And if you'd like to care to contact me during the week, you can feel free to do so by going to zeldaspeaks.com and sending me an email address, sending me an email from that. And that's at zelda@zeldaspeaks.com. Or if you prefer to call, 312-409-6619. That's 312-409-6619. And if you would also like your private stress relief session, if you are dealing with an experience that has you so overwhelmed and you just don't know how to handle it, and breathing is a beginning, but it's really not getting to the core, to the root, to the issue, then you can have your private relief session too. Just sign up by going to zeldaspeaks.com and contacting me there. I want to thank you for being the light that you are. And remember to, if you want to be a part of the upcoming documentary on homelessness, just email me, zelda@zeldaspeaks.com. Stay on purpose, stay empowered, and stay tuned to your next Monday morning mindfulness right here on The Female Solution. Make it a great day. And thanks for watching. Peace and blessings. Namaste.
Ghana, Madagascar, Nigeria, Eshe, South Africa, Uganda, Senegal, Jared, Kenya, Asante, Israel, Sudan, Pakistan, Shukriya, Afghanistan, Tashakor, Saudi Arabia, Shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you. And may peace be upon you and the mercy of God and God's blessings.
Well, thank you for joining us today, Tanya and Steve and Jim and AJ and Lisa and Joy and Velda and Bruno and Robert and Jody and Stephen. And thank you, Vivian, and thank you for all my listeners and viewers. It has been a pleasure, but I can't stay and chat with you today. Got an appointment at 10 o'clock, so it's 9 and I gotta go. So thank you so much. Stay on purpose, stay empowered, stay tuned to Higher Learning. Make it a great day. Thanks for watching. And thank you for watching. Be sure and share this video, like, and subscribe. Namaste. Peace unto you.